The Detroit Lions are taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Sunday at Ford Field. They last met in Week 6 when the Lions came out on top 20-6. Joining me tonight is Jeff Lesson, sportscaster with WWJ News Radio 950 and 97.1 The Ticket. Thanks for joining us, Jeff.
Always a pleasure, Shayna. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, and likewise, always good to see you. So, back in October, that was a rather decisive win over the Bucs. Do you think it would be a mistake to assume that the exact same thing is going to happen this Sunday?
No, I don't. Shayna, write this down. The Detroit Lions are going to win a second game in the NFL playoffs this year. They're playing the worst team left in the playoffs. That's Tampa Bay. Yeah, I know they defeated Philadelphia, but it's not the same Philadelphia Eagles. They were 10-1. This was a Philadelphia Eagles team that had completely mailed it in their season, and it may cost their coach their job. But the biggest reason, Shayna, is, yeah, they won 20-6 at Tampa Bay, remember, a couple months ago. Now they're coming to Ford Field, where the crowd is going to be the loudest Tampa Bay has ever seen. Look, they have a good defense. A bit of an aging defense, but they did a good job against Philadelphia. But when you compare the quarterback, Shayna, you got Jared Goff on the Lions side, not the greatest quarterback in the NFL, but certainly a good one, against Baker Mayfield. Talk to me. You got 8 quarterbacks left in the playoffs. Baker Mayfield's at rock bottom. The Lions are going to win on Sunday at Ford Field.
All right, let's talk about that 12th man then. The crowd set a record last weekend, probably going to happen again this weekend. How much of an impact do you think that can really have both on the Lions and on the Bucs?
Well, it has a positive impact on the home team. And if they talk, they make all the noise when the Buccaneers are on offense and not so much the Lions, it can disturb them. And getting their signals across. Baker Mayfield, still a relatively young quarterback, doesn't have, quite the success in the postseason that Jared Goff has had when he's been in the Super Bowl. Now, they do have some veteran players on this Buccaneer team. It is kind of an aging team, but they need to hear their signals, and they may end up using hand signals on offense because of the noise from the crowd at Ford Field, and that's definitely going to be an edge for the Lions. And the Lions are just a better team all around, Shayna. They are way better on the offensive line, way better at quarterback, better at wide receiver. Well, about even a wide receiver, shall we say, because obviously Tampa Bay has some talented receivers themselves. Tampa Bay has a better secondary. Secondary, they're better than the Lions, maybe a linebacker too, but it's not enough. The Lions will beat Tampa Bay because Baker Mayfield is not much at quarterback when it comes down to it.
I like how decisively you're stating this. Typically a lot of analysts and such might leave themselves an out, but I like the confidence here. So yeah. Without jinxing anything, and I will knock on wood here, talk about what's next. What could be next after, as you say, the Lions win on Sunday?
Well, after they win on Sunday, they're going to play the winner of the Green Bay-San Francisco game. Now, most Lion fans think, well, we want Green Bay to win because, obviously, San Francisco a much better record than the Packers. But before you get too ahead of yourselves, Lions last played a Green Bay Packers team at Ford Field on Thanksgiving Day. That's when the Packers quarterback Jordan Love lit up the Lions like a Christmas tree and really got his career going. So they blew out the Lions that day. Maybe it was an aberration, but he's been outstanding ever since. Look, I don't think either team they might play if and when they win on Sunday. If they play in the NFC Championship game, will be a lock for the Lions, not against Green Bay, certainly not against San Francisco. But I definitely give them a chance to win against either team. That's right. The Lions have a chance, Shannon, to go to the Super Bowl. Never thought I'd say that at the beginning this year. I did pick them to win the division. Did not think they would go to the Super Bowl. And the odds are still against it. But the boys in Vegas tell me that more money is being bet on the Lions at this point to get to the promised land than any other team. That's interesting.
Yeah, you are saying there is more than a chance. I like it. Jeff Lesson, WWJ News Radio 950 and 97.1 The Ticket. As always, great to have you tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.